Alright, this is Calabos, and we are playing Minecraft, and this is Skybees. So we are nearly up to 1,000,000 life points in the thing. It is making ridiculous amounts of noise. We have moved the Vinculotus. Okay, that's very disconcerting. I can't honestly find like half of my stuff, and I've basically moved on from thinking that I was ever going to get it back, and we'll probably have to make it all again. So that's kind of unhappy making. My god, I already had a floating Vinculotus. That's why I had the thing. Okay, whatever. Ever have one of those days when everything is just going perfectly? I am not having that day. Planks, planks, planks. We basically need 2 petals. It doesn't really matter what. What have we got 2 of? Alright. So let's get this nonsense taken care of, and then we'll solve some of the rest of it. Rune of Sloth. That one, and these. You've got some logs over here. Do not jump off the edge with everything. That is probably a poor choice, but typical for me. Okay, let's get this nonsense going. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to tie the Vinculotus to this pool over here. Vinculotus needs whatever, so we've got a portion that has it over here. Oh, actually, where's my pick? That's right, I think it's gone. Golden pick. So there's probably a lot of other ways to do this. Let's grab like this. Um, just gonna connect all of these bits. And this is not necessarily very pretty, and I understand that. I'm not super concerned about pretty, just kind of functional. One. Oh, this is going to be too near the tree, isn't it? So the purpose of this nonsense is to keep travel times down and to give myself an overflow. So like if I really want to, I can do this. And what that will do is this should activate the Vinculotus. And now all of them will always go there. I just need to make sure that I am that we are giving this enough fuel for it to go. So now all we have to do is kill all of these guys. Just getting them to chase us over here should be enough. And that should solve the random problem with all of the Endermen. So they'll still be loud, they'll still be obnoxious, but they'll be all over there. How's that for entertaining? Let's see if we can get the rest of them. Oh, wow. So thought that was open space for some reason. So let's see if we can get rid of the last couple of Endermen before they eat things that I don't want them eating, like my timer. And that should be it. How does it feel to be cool and powerful and Enderman free? And we can keep them from destroying everything. Oh good, all of this is still functioning. So, that being a major hassle out of my life, our next step, should we choose to do it, is to either improve on our blood altar, because there's one more level of blood altar, which involves having, you know, this is a quest pack. Who remembered that? Bees. I have to admit I didn't necessarily remember it. Okay, so we still need to accumulate all of these bees. We do have mechanism stuff that we're playing with now. We have 1,000,000 life points in our altar. We have this lava crystal, which is constantly producing everything, so we're solid with that. This is cool. We've got basic control circuits. So let's look at our mechanism thing. Do we have quests for mechanism? Mechanism. So we do in fact want enrichment chambers, the energized smelter, the crusher, all of that nonsense. Digital miner, I'm not sure how useful that is. So what do we have as far as... So we have the advanced crafting table. What do we have as far as refined storage? So our big delay for the refined storage is the controller. So we need... Why does it need skystone? So skystone we can get by this, and then skystone dust. Skystone dust. We can sift for it, or we can get it from the crusher. So we sift for a lot of things. Let's say we've got skystone anywhere. Can't believe it's exactly the same recipe. Okay, so it's not exactly the same recipe, but it might as well be. Lame. Flux crystals, flux crystals. Do we have the fluix? Okay, so technically we have fluix as a thing. Let's pop that in there. We'll get rid of some of these diamonds. We'll do that. That should give us a few of these. So you'd think that we had more, but apparently we don't. Um, mm, uh, so displacement rune is going to be imbued slates, any kind of stone, water buckets, and blank runes. So I'm gonna need a lot of those, honestly, because we're actually going to be making like 2 more altars. I haven't necessarily decided where we're gonna have these 2 altars, but we are going to have them. Lapis bees, lead, fluix. So fluix crystals, because we'll need fluix crystal. Charged Certus quartz and 1 nether quartz and redstone and whatever. So let's look at charged. So we need fluix for this. Okay, another thing I want to do is I want to solve this issue over here. So we have a lot of issues that we need to solve. So let's get rid of this one. Let's charcoal, 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 charcoal. Let's go get some wood really quick. We'll get this nonsense going. How much wood do we have? Wood. Let's make some additional shelves, and we'll make some compacting whatchamahoozits. Compacting drawers. So we're going to need pistons. Okay, so let's go ahead and go from here to oak drawers. One more. Okay, so I mentioned that I was going to do this before, and this idea actually comes from, let's make sure that he's actually compact, I guess. Who was it? I would have to go... I would actually have to go look. Angel 69, I think it was. Maybe it was. I think it was Angel 69. It might not have been, in which case I apologize deeply to whoever it was for not being able to find your notes in, like, the spare few seconds that I allotted myself. All my fault. So the idea is basically this, is I make a thing, and the thing basically pulls out of the drawer but because it's an empty drawer, it keeps sending stuff in there and stuff. So I would need some chests. Now this is going to take a couple of chests because they are... they're inevitably going to not have everything. And by not have everything, I mean... nothing like what it sounded like I was actually trying to communicate. Mostly what I'm saying is they will fill up very rapidly, and I will have to set up a sorting system later for them. But we're going to end up with a lot of junk, and these chests are going to fill right up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some iron chests, and then some diamond chests, and then Monkeys, am I out of iron? That's the thing. I mean, sure, I guess I'm out of iron. Whatever. Okay, so in that case, we definitely need to speed up. So our goal, so iron ore, ore. So we can either blast it, which is 5 seconds, smelt it, which is 10 seconds, grindstone it, stuff, all of these things. And then we get to mechanism. So if we just smelt it, we get 1, but if we do it in an enrichment chamber, we get 2, and a purification chamber, we would get 3 if we have, like, oxygen and flint. So let's go ahead and make an enrichment chamber and an energized smelter. I think that we'll do that in the next episode, but we'll set it up so that we can automatically port in and out. In the meanwhile, I'm going to process enough ore so that we can set up a bunch of overflow chests. We're going to make diamond overflow chests for the purposes of collecting all of this nonsense so that our stuff doesn't overflow anymore. In that thing, we want a mechanism. Logistical transporters are easy. Do we have logistical transporters? Sure. I don't know. For now, this is what we have, and it's fine. And there's a cable wrench. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, that was fast. And then we're just gonna upgrade this nonsense so that it gets really big, because clearly this is gonna fill up very fast. But that will keep stuff flowing into the thing and stop some of the hang-ups at our item, whatever. So like if we go take a quick look over here, look at this, there's like no Enderman anywhere except right there. It's like my life isn't terrible anymore. So that's all done, everything has gone into the thing. So we'll call it here. We have temporarily sorted our problem. We're going to upgrade those chests to diamond. And from there, we'll move on, because you can see that it's already like we have this much junk. It is ridiculous. But I'll build up some supply of iron and gold and diamonds for that, and then we'll collect that in the next episode, because we've only got like 84 gold and stuff, and our iron supply is over there and doing, not much really. But I want to at least double our iron if I can. Because I feel that this is probably the most practical choice. But we're going to get set up processing for that. I think that we have tanks. So I wish that we had the Ender Chest mod, but we'll have to work around it, because it really makes convenient mechanism, which is normally a very inconvenient mod. So I'm not very thrilled about approaching mechanism without ender tanks. I don't know if there's any sort of teleporting tank that we can do, but we'll take care of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Have a good night.